You know, throughout history, some people don't just shape the world with armies and swords, they shape it with the sheer force of their will. They teach us something really deep about courage, about mindset, and what we're all capable of. Today, we're going to talk about one of the greatest ever, Alexander the Great, and what his life teaches us about our own inner battles.
But before we dive into his story, let me ask you something. Really think about it. What is the single biggest battle you are fighting in your life right now? Is it a tough project at work? A personal goal that feels impossible? Or maybe it's a fear that's just holding you back.
Because here's the truth we all forget sometimes. The most important war you will ever fight isn't out there against some rival or some difficult situation. No, the real war, the one that defines everything, is the one happening right inside your own mind.
And this is a truth that Alexander the Great, or Sikandar-i-Azam, understood better than almost anyone. I mean, his legend isn't just about conquering lands from Greece all the way to India. It's about a man who first conquered his own internal world. He defeated the one enemy that holds every single one of us back, fear itself. This quote pretty much sums up his whole philosophy. If you are afraid, you haven't won. And if you have won, then fear has no meaning. For Alexander, victory was an inside job. It had to be won in his mind long before any swords were ever drawn. See, if fear had a grip on him, the battle was already lost. But once he had that inner certainty, the chaos of the outside world, it just couldn't touch him. So, how did he do it, right? What was the secret to building this legendary, unshakable mindset? Well, it wasn't magic. It was a practical code, a set of principles he lived by every single day. Let's break down what that looked like. His code was basically built on 4 pillars. First up, think big. When everyone else saw limits and said that's impossible, he just saw a challenge waiting to be crushed. Second, defeat fear. While his soldiers saw a bigger army and felt that dread creep in, Alexander saw a chance to prove that courage is way more powerful than just numbers. Third, win with respect. He didn't just steamroll places, he tried to win over the people. He famously respected the cultures he brought into his empire. And finally, and this is maybe the most important one, control yourself. He knew that real power isn't about ruling other people. It's about ruling your own impulses, your own ego, and your own fear. That's what makes a real leader.
But his greatest lesson, funny enough, it didn't come from a victory in battle. It came at the very end of his life, in a powerful story that reveals the ultimate truth about what we're all really chasing.
So picture this. He's on his deathbed, the conqueror of the known world, and he gives one final, really strange command to his generals. He told them he wanted his coffin carried through the streets, but with one specific detail. His hands were to be left hanging outside, open and empty for everyone to see.
You can imagine his generals were just confused. The great king displayed with nothing? Why on earth would he want that?
This was his final, and maybe his most profound lesson. He wanted to send a message to everybody. He wanted them to see that the man who had conquered and owned the entire world was leaving it with absolutely nothing in his hands. He was showing them that the ultimate victory isn't about what you own or how much power you have. It's about mastering your own ego.
So, what does a conqueror from thousands of years ago have to do with you? Well, everything, because you're fighting the same battles. It's just that your battlefield looks a little different.
His battlefield was full of enemy armies and situations that seemed totally impossible. Your battlefield? Well, it's that exam you're terrified of failing. It's that rejection that really stings. It's that project that feels so overwhelming, or the heartbreak that just leaves you feeling crushed. The enemy has changed on the outside, but that internal battlefield, it's exactly the same. That fear of failure, that's your enemy army. That little voice telling you to just give up, that's your impossible situation. So, the real lesson is this. There is an Alexander inside every single one of us. It's that voice that dreams bigger, that wants to achieve, to overcome. And the only thing holding that part of you back is your own fear. The real victory in life isn't about conquering the world outside of you. It's about finally conquering the doubt and the fear inside of you. That is the one victory that truly matters.
This is the power of being an Alexander. Don't conquer the world, conquer yourself, and everything will change.
If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more motivational content.